Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make a Wonka bar from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. so Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was a movie that was made in 1970. Well, it was released in 1971, and it's about this guy, this chocolatier named Willy Wonka. He ran a factory, and he had workers. But then he closed the factory because he wants spies to get in, to take his recipes. He reopened the factory, and he kind of reopened the factory and started running again, and uh, uh, and and then so then so then he put 5 golden tickets and 5 Wonka bars, and whoever found the golden tickets were able to go in. So in one part, at least in one part, like this one Russian guy, he kind of faked finding a ticket, and luckily enough, Charlie Bucket found a ticket, and then in the end, he gave Charlie's whole factory, and his whole family was lived there. So well, that's the original one, but then there's actually a remake, where basically, Willy Wonka in the remake, well, the novel was called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but the 1971 movie was called Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. But the new one is called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Anyways, let's just get on to this. So, things you're going to need are reference photos. Yeah, or you can use reference photos, or you can just print them out, whatever you want to do. But you can use that's how I guess reference. Also, if you guys want me to do a video on how to make a Polar Express ticket, then let me know in the comments. But I mean, just wanted to know if you guys wanted to know how to make this. But yeah, anyways, aluminum foil, Elmer's glue. And this is disappearing purple, but it doesn't have to be disappearing purple. It could be like normal glue, or you can use like super glue if you want to, or you can really use like any kind of paper glue. But I just like to use Elmer's, or you can even use like the liquid glue. But this glue dries in like 30 minutes, so it's easy. Letter stickers. But I'll tell you more. Letter stickers. Scissors. Cardboard. This is thick cardboard, but we're gonna need to use layers of cardboard. You'll see why later. And some printouts. So these printouts this is the little printout for the Wonka bar wrapper. And then you have the golden ticket. Now the golden ticket I have here is the one from like the 2005 remake, because I don't know why, I just kind of like it more. And then you want to make sure that whenever you print it, that to test it, and also you want to cut it out. And you want to make sure that it'll actually be able to fit in the wrapper. Okay, so it's able to fit in there, so that's a good thing. Hold on. Anyway, so this Wonka bar thing I just found online. Now, you could just draw your own or stuff, but it's just easier to print it. And you could do the same thing with the golden ticket. Actually, the letter stickers are for if you want to make your own golden ticket. You can use these. Though you could just draw the lettering and not have to use the letter stickers. But I feel like it would just be easier to do it. With. But it's all right. I mean, but yeah, it's just easier to print it. So yeah, first things first, we're gonna work on the golden ticket. So first, you're gonna get your print, and you're gonna, this golden ticket, the scale I put it at was I think you don't want to make it too big, but you can make your Wonka bar thing as small as you want. You can even do it And you can even make it, if you want to wrap it around a real candy bar, then that's fine too. Anyways, you're going to get your ticket, and you're going to get Elmer's glue, and you're just going to glue the halves together like that. So we're going to get some Elmer's glue, and we're gonna do that. So we're just gonna glue the halves together, and basically, we're gonna glue the halves together. Now you could actually use tape too. I also forgot, yeah, that's also one of the things you're actually gonna need. You could use just tape to hold together, but it's just easier to use like Elmer's glue because then there won't be like a gap in the middle. Though we are still gonna need tape for other parts of the build. So yeah, we still do need tape. So yeah, don't go putting your tape away yet, because we still need it. Okay, now you got some glue on, and you're gonna take it, and you're gonna take your other half, and you're just gonna lay it on top. Now it might be uneven, but if that ever happens, all you have to do is push it to even itself out, and make sure like all the cracks and crevices are like nice and lined up. And then you're gonna flatten it, so then it's nice and flat. And then you're just gonna flatten it like that. And there you go. Alright, now, this is the golden tickets done. You're gonna set this all to the side to dry somewhere. I'm just gonna set mine right over here to let it dry. Okay. Next, let's work on the candy bar. So, now you can actually use a real chocolate bar, but I'm just gonna use cardboard. Okay, so, basically, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get some cardboard, and so the cardboard actually sticks out. The chocolate's actually supposed to stick out of the Wonka bar a bit. So what you're gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it a bit. And yeah, so then, now you could just hot glue these together. I'm just gonna tape them together because it's just easier to do it that way. I mean, I could, just easily hot glue it, but I don't really have that much hot glue. And actually, I don't even think I have any at all, so I can't. So yeah, you're gonna get your candy bar. You don't want to make it like too big, because then, it just really want to look right. So you're gonna want to, you just don't really want to, make it too big. So yeah, then you're just gonna want to keep cutting it until you get to the at least right width that you want it. Now you don't have to do cardboard. You can just make it like a real chocolate if you want to. But for me, this is just gonna be used as like a prop, so it doesn't have to be real. But if you really want to do that, then I mean you can. I mean, this is mainly like a DIY build and such, so you guys can just do whatever you want. Okay, this is actually pretty good. This is pretty good, so we're just gonna have to cut the other one down to the same thing. And then these two are actually just gonna go on top of each other, to make the Wonka bar. Because, the chocolate wasn't all that thin, it was kind of thick. Like a thick piece, so, yeah, alright. So, yeah, these two are just gonna go on top of each other. And then you're just gonna line this up. And then you're just gonna slide. You're gonna make sure that the chocolate goes. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Though the sides are a bit too long. But this is actually gonna be wrapped in aluminum foil anyways, so yeah, anyways. Now you don't actually, and now the golden ticket is actually supposed to go in the aluminum foil with the bar, but I'm just gonna put mine on the outside. Because, well, I mean, this doesn't have to be, totally exact. It doesn't have to be. Okay. That's pretty good, but it still needs to be kind of cut down a bit more. So, I'm gonna I'm gonna do that. At least some the sides do. So I'm gonna cut down the sides a bit more. But yeah, this Wonka bar is gonna be like what a normal Wonka bar, at least how big a normal Wonka bar should be. But yeah, okay, let's see how this looks. The Wonka bar. Alright, that actually, okay, that looks pretty good for now. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it down just a littlest bit more on the sides here. So yeah, I'm just gonna cut it down just like the littlest bit more, and then it'll be good. Then we can tape it together and put it in the foil. Alright. So yeah. Now this label this label that goes over it is it's a bit small, but if your label is a bit too small, then all you gotta do is just, like, I don't know, add more paper to it or something. Yeah, like, add more paper, and it'll be fine. Okay, now that we got it really nice, now let's tape it on, and then we can wrap it in aluminum foil. It's just easier to, like, but then whenever you put it in the wrapper, make sure to put the golden ticket in, so then it has enough room to wiggle the golden ticket in. Because that's important. You want to make sure that this thing has enough room for the golden ticket. So then you're just gonna tape it on. Though it doesn't have to be, I mean, you want to make sure that it stays on, though. It doesn't have to be like all around each edge. It's just, you just need to make sure that it actually will, stay put, Okay, now just gonna make sure that it'll stay put, and because then once that is good, then it'll be good to go. Then we can move on to the next step, and we're actually almost done already. Okay, so here's what it should look like. It'd just be 2 pieces of cardboard taped together. Then on the ends, for the ends, you want to make sure that the ends are covered with tape, because they're going to be sticking out, and we want to make it feel nice and smooth, as if it was actually chocolate. So you want to make sure that, like, the ends are, like, nice and taped, so it feels more like actual chocolate and not just a piece of cardboard. Okay, so, or you can, like, do something else, I don't know, but, oh yeah, then, okay, so you just want to make sure of that. So you can actually buy Wonka bars. I don't know where, but you can. Well, my mom told me that you could, but I don't know. It would be, like, really cool to buy an actual Wonka bar. Alright, so this is what it should look like. The ends should be all nice and taped. Okay. Now, we are going to get a piece of aluminum foil. So now we're going to get a piece of aluminum foil. Like, this should be good. And then, we're just going to cut it off. Well, you could just rip it off, but we really want this to be, like, an actual, like, nice piece. So we're just going to cut it off. Might get a little wrinkly, but that's alright. Then, you're going to get this, stick it in the aluminum foil, and then we are going to wrap the foil around it. Like, just try to get it really nice, but it doesn't really have to be that nice. So if you want to make it nice, then that's really up to you. Now these edges are kind of really big and long, so I'm just cutting them down so that they're not too long. And then I'm just folding over the edge. And then you're just going to do that same thing for the other side. And it's in case if the edges don't stay down, just, like, put some pieces of tape over the aluminum foil edge, so then the foil stays down, if needed to be. So yeah, then you're just gonna put a piece of tape on it just to help it stay down. And then that part will be done. Or at least actually a few pieces of tape. And now it actually kind of feels more like a Wonka bar. Now, if you want to make it more accurate, then you would put the golden ticket in before you wrap it in aluminum foil. But for me, since I'm taping it, it's just easier for me to put it on the outside. Okay, so this is what it should look like. Then when you put it in, it'll look like way better because it's supposed to be this way. And then, okay, that's still not big enough, so alright. So this is just like another one I printed out, but you know, since it was already kind of small, I didn't really need it, so I'm just gonna use the remaining paper off of this as like a it's basically, you know, just to help to make it long enough. So yeah, or you can get like red paper or something, or you can just or instead you could just try to like tape it onto the bar or something. But I want to make it to where I can like slide the bar out and stuff. Cause that's kind of, well, at least that's kind of at least what I want. And then you're gonna take your golden ticket and you're gonna put it in, slide it in on the top of the bar right here. Yeah, so you're gonna stick your golden ticket in there. And then you're gonna put the wrapper on and make sure it stays on. Like this. And you're gonna flip it over. You're gonna set it down on the table so then that part stays folded. Then afterwards, you are going to get your least. Well, for me, I need an extension. So some of you might not, but for me, I do. So you're gonna get your little piece of paper you're gonna use as an extension. You're gonna put it here, and then you're just gonna tape it down onto the wrapper, on the Wonka bar wrapper. So yeah, you're gonna do that. Now, if you need a bit more extra, then well, this piece I just need. Okay, yeah, you're gonna put it in. Now I put my golden ticket in on like the top part of it. But you can put it like either in the bottom, the top, or wherever you want to put it. But yeah, I mean, mainly you can customize this bar. You don't have to make it like, say, Wonka bar. You can make it say like anything. You know, just go on like the Photoshop and customize it. But it's really up to you. This is just like a it really is up to you. And then after that, after you do that, you're done. And here you go. Here's your new Wonka bar. And the golden ticket is not going to fall out. Yeah, see, the golden ticket isn't going to fall out. And if you want to, you can actually, if you want to, it'd be cool. And now if you want to, you could just, like, tape down the edges, which is probably what I am going to do. Like, tape down the edges here, so then, at least on this back, like this part, so then you can, you know, at least get the golden ticket out, because that's kind of important. You want to, you know, make sure that you're able to get the golden ticket out. And if you don't want that part to come out, it's just a good idea. So we're gonna, well, and then the back end, I'm just gonna tape up completely, because I'm just taping up the back end like completely, because so then the golden ticket stays in. I probably should have just done this with the golden ticket actually in it. yeah, after that, it might not be even, but it's all right. I mean, it doesn't have to be, totally perfect. And then you're just gonna put that back around. And there you go. Now you have your very own Wonka bar. Now you can, this one specifically is, this one I have, I'm just using it as like a prop. Yeah, like a prop.